Pseudo-chivalric order or self-styled order is an organization which claims to be a chivalric order, but is not recognized as legitimate by countries or international bodies. Most self-styled orders arose in or after the mid-18th century, and many have been created recently. Most are short-lived and endure no more than a few decades. Recognition of orders as genuine. Many countries do not regulate the wearing of decorations, and remain neutral as to whether any particular order is legitimate or not. Other countries explicitly regulate what decorations are accepted as legitimate. The criteria of France provide an illustrative example of those nations which take a more regulatory approach. Only decorations recognized by the Chancery of the Legion of Honor may be worn publicly, and permission must be sought and granted to wear any foreign awards or decorations. Dynastic orders are prohibited unless the dynasty in question is currently recognized as sovereign. Failure to comply is punishable by law. A non-exhaustive list of collectively authorized orders is published by the French government. Other examples include the United Kingdom, where legitimacy of any particular order is determined by the monarch. Some societies have permission from the monarch to award medals, but these are to be worn on the right side of the chest. No UK citizen may accept and wear a foreign award without the sovereign's permission. Moreover, the government is explicit that permission for foreign awards conferred by private societies or institutions will not be granted. In Sweden, decisions about medals and orders worn on a military uniform has been delegated to the General Staff. The International Commission for Orders of Chivalry also maintains a set of principles to evaluate whether a chivalric order is genuine. The ICOC is not officially recognized by any international treaty, and the definition is explicitly rejected by many countries. The ICOC was created as a temporary committee of the International Congress of Genealogical and Heraldic Sciences in August 1960. Though it has been transformed into a permanent and independent international body. The ICOC argues that a chivalric order must have a fount of honor as either its founder or its principal patron in order to be considered genuine. A fount of honor is a person who held sovereignty either at or before the moment when the order was established. The ICOC considers that holding sovereignty before the founding of an order is considered effective in creation of a genuine chivalric order only if the former sovereign had not abdicated his sovereignty before the foundation of the order but, instead, had been deposed or had otherwise lost power. In the ICOC's view, some organizations create a false fons honorum in order to satisfy this requirement and give themselves apparent legitimacy. Often, the founder or patron of a self-styled order has assumed a false title of nobility as well as supposed current or former sovereignty. The ICOC maintains a list of which organizations they consider to be genuine chivalric orders. Certain organizations which may appear to have a chivalric character carefully distinguish themselves from self-styled orders of chivalry, orders legitimized by countries, and those viewed as genuine by international bodies. After the medieval era, the exclusive right to confer nobility, titles, knighthoods and membership in Europe's state-recognized orders of chivalry was arrogated by sovereigns, exceptions being recorded in such annals as the Almanac de Gotha for dynastic orders granted by royal consorts or pretenders. Other characteristics. Self-styled orders may share certain other characteristics. They long ago were suppressed by the Holy See, protector of medieval Western military religious orders in the Holy Land or on the Iberian Peninsula. No sovereign Western state recognizes them as legitimate orders of knighthood. They claim to be under the high protection of or to be headed by episcopi vagantes or obscure princes. They are linked closely to bearers of false titles of nobility. Freemasonry. Since the 18th century, Freemasonry has incorporated symbols and rituals of several medieval military orders in a number of Masonic bodies. Notable the Red Cross of Constantine, the Order of Malta, and the Order of the Temple, the latter two featuring prominently in the York Rite of Freemasonry.